The RTX 5090, 5080 and even the 5060 are supposed to be launching this year, and also AMD graphics cards are in terminal decline. Well, in this video we are going to be discussing those topics and much more. My name is Valentino and these are the latest news from PC and PC hardware, and you will have the link to all of the articles mentioned today down in the video description. So we are going to be starting with the RTX 5080, 5090 and also RTX 5060. We all know that the RTX 5090 is supposed to launch sometime later this year in the fourth quarter of 2024, but a big Spanish YouTuber uploaded a PC news video where it was leaked that the RTX 5080 and also RTX 5060 may come sooner than expected, also by around the end of this year. Some leakers are even saying that the RTX 5080 is coming before the RTX 5090, which is the opposite from what other leakers said recently, where they said that the 5080 may not launch at the end of this year, so we will have to wait until the start of 2025. So this is very confusing information because we have some leakers saying that the 5080 is launching before the 5090, and then we have some leakers saying that the 5080 is not even launching this year. So what is true and what is not? Well, the reality of things is that we don't know and we will have to wait, and the only strong rumor is that the RTX 5090 is coming this year. But when it comes to the RTX 5080, 5060 and even RTX 5070, we are not sure, and until it's official from Nvidia, we will not be certain about this information. So I guess we will have to wait. Another leaker said that the RTX 5060 is going to have 8 gigs of VRAM, which in my opinion is going to be a disappointment if it ends up being true, because most likely the RTX 5060 is going to be around the $300 point MSRP. And if that's the case, now again, nothing is confirmed and this is just me talking nonsense because there's nothing confirmed, but if that's the case and the 5060 is launching at around $300 MSRP with 8 gigs of VRAM, then it's going to be literally a 4060 with slightly better performance. And unless the performance is mind-blowing, and I'm talking about an RX 6800 level of performance or even an RTX 4070 level of performance, then it is going to be a disappointment because of those 8 gigs of VRAM. But I hope that Nvidia listens to gamers, which I know gamers are not the main priority for Nvidia right now because they have this whole AI thing going on. But if they do launch a 4060 that has at least 12 gigs of VRAM and a good level of performance, then it's going to be a win for them. But again, at $300 and 8 gigs of VRAM, it's going to be like a 4060. And don't get me wrong, the RTX 4060 is a very nice GPU. I actually built an entire system. The one that you see behind me has a 4060 in it, and I built it mainly for Fortnite. I have a whole video talking about it, so if you play Fortnite and you want an affordable system, that video will be in the top right of the screen. However, the 4060 at $300 is not a great GPU in terms of value, because at around the same price point you can get the 6750 XT, which has better performance for around the same price. So if it was $250, I think the 4060 would be the perfect graphics card at that price point, but because it's $300, 8 gigs of VRAM, and you can get the 6750 XT for around the same price, I do not think the 4060 is that exciting. So I hope that the 5060 does not have 8 gigs of VRAM, or at least that its MSRP is below $300. On another note, the Nvidia CEO mentioned the possibility of an AI PC. This will basically work as a personal assistant PC for you, enabling you to do most of the AI text to image at a local without having to have an internet connection. So it's basically a productivity PC, and it will be like an assistant for content creators, programmers and designers, and this is more for them rather than gamers. Now let's switch to AMD, and there's an article that says that AMD graphics cards might be in terminal decline. Yes, that is true, and that is a post. I will leave it down in the video description, but the post is too long and I don't want to make it longer for you. So long story short, AMD gaming division revenue is down. It's down 48% compared to Q1 2023. So we are comparing the first quarter of 2024 with the first quarter of 2023, which is a big difference 48% down, but the thing that you have to keep in mind that this is the gaming division, and inside of the gaming division you have the graphics cards production and then we have the consoles production. So this counts PS5 as well, and don't worry because I do not think that AMD graphics cards are in terminal decline, and there are many reasons on why I do not believe this. The first reason, as I said before, this also includes consoles, and as of right now they are not selling as much. I expect the division of consoles going up when the PS5 Pro comes out, and especially when GTA 6 comes out next year. But of course that is just my opinion. So as of right now the percentage is supposed to be down, and when it comes to graphics cards, once again it's supposed to be down because there wasn't any exciting release in the first quarter of 2024, only the RX 7600 XT. But last year on the first quarter we had a recent release at that time, which was the 7900 XTX and 7900 XT, which were much more exciting than the 7600 XT. So yes, the revenue is down when it comes to gaming, but first, it is supposed to be down, it was expected, so it's not like AMD is caught off guard, and also two, the gaming division doesn't represent as much in terms of the total percentage of the revenue for AMD. So don't worry, they are not in terminal decline, and also AMD hasn't said anything officially about leaving the GPU market or anything like that, so we don't have to worry about that. But I do understand the title of this post, because you may think that it's clickbait, but it's not clickbait, it's only an exaggeration, which is normal, and I do understand it because as YouTubers do the same thing, we put big titles and we try to make it seem bigger than it is to get more clicks, and this is because we also need more revenue to feed our teams and our families, which is a big responsibility. So I'm not saying they did that because of the revenue and any of that, but if they did, it's totally understandable. So those were the big news from PC hardware and also consoles, and if you're looking for a gaming PC and you want a PC build, then I do recommend you checking my video on the best gaming PCs of the month. That one will be in the top right of the screen, and also you have my PC community in the top link in the description. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.